Well, maybe it's your understanding of contracts. Maybe it is your understanding of building an infrastructure. Maybe it's your understanding of acquiring new clients. Maybe it's your understanding of driving revenue. Okay, so these things are all related, right? Maybe you did that as an attorney. Now you want to do that as a business operations executive. Make it super easy for whoever is reading that resume to see why it is that you are qualified. If there is a stretch or I can't figure out what makes you think you're qualified for this job, I am not calling you for an interview. But if you pique my interest enough and I say, oh, former attorney, that's great. You know, these folks are really detailed. They're really great writers. They're really this, they're really that. Then that's going to pique my interest. So if you're a career changer, make it immediately evident that you're changing careers in your resume. Just say that I am a former this and that looking to do this, and here's why. And then list out all of the things that you do or have experience in that are relevant. Okay, so that's the first one. The second thing is the gap. Everybody has an employment gap, right? So whether or not it's a month, a week, a year, whatever. If your employment gap, say, is 2 or 3 years, maybe you were staying home with a child, maybe you were taking care of a sick loved one, maybe you were finishing up your MBA or your PhD or whatever, just own that on your resume. So if you got more than 2 or 3 years between jobs, put a little blurb in there about what it is that you were doing. Perfect, right? Because now that takes the guesswork out. So instead of me as a recruiter or hiring manager thinking, oh, well, this person just didn't want to work, or this person had a nervous breakdown, or this person did this, or this person, you know, I could be coming up with all kinds of concoctions in my head, right? So just give me the skinny on what happened, had a baby, stayed home with a baby, took care of a parent, whatever. That's the second thing. As far as the gaps are concerned, if you took a job and it was short, say a short stint, 2 or 3 months, please do not list a lot of short stinted positions on your resume. That's getting you kicked out. So ATS will read dates and years. So if you had a job in 2021 and then 2 jobs in 2022 and then another job in 2023 and then 2 more jobs in 2020, I am never calling you for an interview. So if you had, say, all of those positions over a 3-year period, but they were similar, maybe there were some contract rules, run them all together on your resume. So say from 2021 to 2024, contracting, short-term temporary work, whatever. Make one section that encompasses all of them. Do not break them down individually. Okay. And then the third thing is over the age of 45. So most of the job seeking advice out there for people that are older or feeling like they're, experiencing age discrimination is look younger. I dislike that advice very much because number one, I don't think that you really can look young. I mean, some people can look a little bit younger or whatever. That's not really the issue here, right? The problem with age is how we view relevancy. So ask yourself the question instead of, hey, I'm going to dye my gray hair brown. Ask yourself, am I relevant? And be honest with yourself. Are you still practicing business principles that you learned in the 1980s? Have you kept up with technology? Do you understand, the business landscape as it applies to how maybe companies are using or going to leverage AI? It's not really about age, right? It's always about relevancy. So make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever you're speaking to, whatever you're including on your resume is relevant. And then the other thing is lean into it.